So, what are the most effective ways that you have found to communicate benefits of digital transformation to the non-technical team members?
I think it's the big part of it is not focusing on the technology, but focusing on the team member and focusing on the hot buttons or the pain points or the struggles that a team member has. So if there's frustration on the employee's part that they have to spend too much time fixing other people's mistakes or searching for data that's hard to find or dealing with multiple systems, multiple screens, multiple data entry points, you want to focus on those advantages and sort of get to the heart of what's in it for me. When I say what's in it for me, I don't mean me, I mean the employee. What's in it for me, the employee, and speak their language. And most of the employees, by the way, are not speaking the language of technology or technology vendors or software systems. They're speaking the language of order processing or customer service or sales or whatever it is they do day to day. And that's the language you have to speak when you're trying to sell them on the idea of the benefit of digital transformation. So that's one layer, is what's in it for me. But then there's also what's in it for us. What's in it for us as a team, as an overall organization, as a department, as a location, if it's a multi-location company, whatever it is. So you want to speak both layers of the language. What's in it for me? What's in it for us as an overall team?
What I suggested was, using forms or surveys to collect feedback from these employees on what are those pain points that they are having in this transformation or that they currently have. But how do you prioritize and act on the feedback that you may gather from, let's say, the survey or the form that you're giving them, especially when suggestions are diverse or contradictory?
Yeah, and that's okay. I mean, they are going to be diverse and contradictory. The key is to, first of all, recognize that. I mean, the good thing with surveys is you start to see how well aligned or not a team is. And again, I think a lot of times we want to jump to a conclusion that that's bad. If you're not aligned, that's bad. That's just normal. I don't think it's good or bad. It's just normal for an organization not to be 100% aligned. So the key isn't getting hung up on whether or not we're aligned. It's more, how do we get aligned? So if you have diverse opinions and you're getting conflicting opinions, it really comes back to, oftentimes management leadership has to make decisions around what the right path is or what the chosen path is going to be. Because it can't be unanimous vote, because we're never going to get to a consensus unanimously. It may not even be a majority vote. It may be that the executives want to take the company or need to take the company a different direction than what the employees think. And not that you don't want to ask the employees, but you might take from employees more of a focus on the things that support the direction of the company. And then the focus can then become, well, how do we get other people on board, knowing that that wasn't their first instinct or that wasn't their choice? How do we get the other people on board who maybe didn't share that same opinion or sentiment or whatever? So that's just part of the change management process, and that's the stuff that will slow down or derail a project if you don't focus on it. If you ignore it and say we're just going to power through, use the weight of our leadership to push this initiative forward, and we're going to drag the employees along, you could do that. That's just going to slow things way down. You're going to get a lot of resistance. It's going to cost you a ton of time and money. You'd be a lot better off and better served by investing in, getting that alignment and getting people more engaged and more involved and more in sync with what it is you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what a great conversation today.